We are live.
Okay, everyone sit down.
Mellow.
Love in suspension. This is Liliac Band. Hello, Instagram. Which one's this one?
That's
YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
TikTok.
Hello, TikTok.
Facebook.
And hello, Facebook. We are here all on,
We're gathered here today.
yeah, we're on each live stream today. And I'm going to step back, starting now.
Wait, is YouTube even on?
Talk about the elephant in the room. Sam, what's going on today?
Today we released a new music video for a song, a composition called Breathe. And we want to know what your guys' opinion on it was. We know we had, I think, roughly less than 400 people during the premiere. So we just wanted to know your thoughts and comments if you were able to watch it after the premiere. And we hope you guys enjoyed this new song. Please continue to support us by streaming the song on Spotify, adding it to your playlists, and also sharing the song on your social media like Instagram stories, Facebook posts, and create TikToks. Try to start a trend using this sound. So, yep. Thank you guys again. So we're going to read some of your comments and we're going to do a quick Q&A.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the music video, go watch it right now and come back and tell us what you think. Or you can watch it after the live stream, but that's what we're going to be mostly talking about today. So if you want to stay in the loop, I would say go watch it and tell your friends to watch it. Tell everybody you know to watch it.
Wait,
And yeah.
tell them what the song's about.
So the song is about breathing. Just kidding.
So I guess the song itself, it starts with a beautiful melody line from the violin, and yes, and then it goes into this very eerie and I guess ethereal vibe, right? It's kind of, I would describe the song like the genre like kind of gothic metal, with especially when, the softer parts, when it starts to progress, then it hits hard. That's when we get more of like dubstep elements, right? We have some sounds hidden underneath the heavy guitars and all of that stuff, which adds a really cool effect to the whole piece. So, and we loved implementing the flute and the violin because we just felt like incorporating those classical instruments just gave it a whole different, I guess, vibe and ambience to the song. Also, with the lyrics, what we're saying in the verses is like, we envisioned it where someone was like essentially trapped and was trying to escape and like get out of wherever they are, but the problem was that they didn't know where to go and what was actually out there, right? And so it's just like the unknowing, right? And that's like the fear of unknowing what is gonna happen.
It's kind of haunting, like a haunted story.
Yeah.
I imagine it as like, because especially in the second verse, there's more of a setting, kind of like with the corridors.
Yes.
So it's like more like this person's like running through each door, and each door it's the same thing over and over, and they don't know which door to go through, and you're trying to run away from something.
Which is why.
So it's kind of like a Scooby-Doo.
Which is why the song is called Breathe, because it's like them trying to calm themselves down and like just to remember to breathe.
Yeah,
right?
maybe like it could be also like a point of anxiety. The more anxiety you have, the more harder it is to like think better or like think
Yeah.
and like you said, calm down and take a breath, or
Yeah.
you're always just so worried all the time, and then you just need a breath
Breathe, yeah.
haunting me. I cannot feel it if you won't breathe. For the longest time, we had the song before it was out, like for a long while. So like we would sing it at home so many times.
I
Like
know.
it would just be like, I cannot feel it anymore, breathe, and my heart is pounding louder, beat. We'll just make fun of it, but
Yeah.
I like the
Fun
song.
of it, but it's just,
we'll mess with it. But I like the song a lot, and this song, it was funny because when we first started working on, Sam actually mostly composed the song. It was mostly Sam who did a lot of the work, and I came in to help with some ideas, but mostly it was all Sam. Yeah, with the.
It was interesting because the way it started was obviously with that melody line, right, of the violin. And then as I was progressing, writing the rest of the song, it just kind of like, I was also experimenting with dubstep sound, so that's why I was like, at first, the rough draft of the whole song was definitely more of a like dubstep vibe, I think. But then, when we incorporated the guitars and added like the rest of the band, that's when it became more of like gothic metal, But yeah, and then the lyrics kind of came naturally, like the melody line and the lyrics, when I was like trying to work on it, it just came very natural. I don't know how to explain it. It was really interesting.
Yeah, it was a really good song. I loved it a lot. But we had it for so long. We had it for like half a year. Had the song. It was like pretty much done for like half a year. The only problem was like the vocals. Like we re-recorded the vocals so many times because we just felt like it wasn't right each time until like I finally got it. And yeah, singing this one was a bit of a challenge for me.
Well, yeah, because it's like it steps into your softer side.
Yeah, it steps into my softer side, but even with my softer side, it's a different type of softness. It's not like when you sing breathy. It's like very syncopated, and I don't know how to explain. The flavor you have to give, it has to be a certain type of flavor. It can't be like you're sad, or it can't be like you're, it has to be like you're more like, what do you call it?
I'm trying to think of the word. No, not desperate. Kind of like.
Not really scared, but.
No, not scared. There's a word for it.
There's a word for it, yeah.
Right now, I'm not thinking of it. Maybe the fans can help. But I was gonna ask the fans because we have to create some TikTok ideas and stuff. I was gonna ask them if they wanted to pitch in with some ideas that we could possibly do, and then have them also do it for themselves, right? To continue promoting the song, but like essentially create a trend with the sound or something. But we don't know what. So if the fans want to help and pitch in, like have it be some sort of collaborative effort, it would be really nice. Because that way you're engaging as well, and it's fun for you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think we might repost some of the reels we already have done earlier.
Yeah.
And make them more up to date. So. Yeah. But did we post something today?
Not yet.
No. We should repost the one that we did, me and you.
Well, we'll do that soon, but I was just going to post a snippet of the actual video. So,
oh, yeah, you're right.
For today.
And pin that.
So, in the meantime, we could talk to the comment section. Let's see what people are saying. Justin, do you mind reading some of the comments?
David Menhivar Couch says, "Sup gamer, Ethan and just gamer."
Well, just read the comments.
Oh, gamer.
Let's see what else. I'm trying to bring up Instagram.
I want to talk to David for a bit. I need to tell him something.
David who?
The cameraman, right?
Oh, wait. David.
Am I correct?
David, what do you think of the
correct.
PS5 Pro?
Ethan asked, what do you think of the PS5 Pro?
Oh, also.
Wait! I said I'm gonna talk to David, okay?
I also need to talk to David.
Well, me first. Okay. So David, there's something I want to let you know. Every time you send something to me on Instagram,
that's the same thing too.
like a photo or a video, the reason why I don't respond is because when I press on it, it's blank.
Yeah,
like
every time.
Every single time. And I know I haven't told you about it because like every time I do, I forget about it. Because I'm always like just like scrolling and looking, which is a bad habit. I need to fast from Instagram for a bit. But I send way too many funny videos to our drummer Paul. Like we go crazy on memes with each other. But anyways, so that's what I wanted to mention to you, and I'm guessing Justin and Sam have that same problem.
Yeah.
What about you, Ethan?
I haven't checked.
He hasn't checked.
I don't go on Instagram.
Okay, so everybody has this problem where you send us something and it's just blank. And I never see it. So I just wanted to let you know that. And I don't know how to fix it.
But yeah, and also again talking to David, the camera guy. I'm excited to be at your wedding on November 2nd. I don't know if I should be saying that.
And then everybody
I
goes
know,
now.
Everyone goes, oops. Well, they don't know where it
Yeah,
is.
I know. It's in Georgia. I'm just kidding.
You put the whole location. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun time.
Continue. I want to talk about something that you.
Okay, yeah. Well, going back to our music, we are working on a new song because this song "Breathe" is gonna lead to more symphonic stuff as well. So we're working on like a 6-minute, 7-minute symphonic song.
Now I have two things to say. So, with Breathe, yeah, it's transitioning into the sound that we're gonna probably post the next song, which I'm excited, but I'm also like not upset, but like I'm just like also like not annoyed, just like I don't know, I'm sighing about it. Like
About this new one?
not the new one, because no, not Breathe. This is what happened. So we're writing this brand new song, and we call it right now. It doesn't have a name because we don't have lyrics on it, and it's a bit all over the place. But we have the killer idea for this song, and we call it the symphonic song. So it's gonna be kind of like, in a way, like the music will be like Epica and Nightwish, but not really so much with the melody line because I'm not gonna go woo. I don't sing opera. I know that was weird, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm happy for that song, and I'm happy to work on it, but there's 2 songs that we have done. Well, one song we have completely done, and another song that is really almost done. And I really love these songs, and we keep pushing these 2 songs back. And I feel like they're great songs. They may not be like, I don't know, they may not be like the symphonic one, because they are different. They're kind of like towards Carousel and what we posted before, but these 2 songs really speak to me, and we play one of them live. Well, there's actually 3 songs, but I don't really talk about Prisoner much, but we play one of these songs live, and it's called Anxiety Kills the Beautiful. So I know some of you guys know that song because you heard us play it live. So Anxiety Kills the Beautiful is one of them that is completely done. Poor connection. Can you go check that out? We have one, so Anxiety Kills the Beautiful. It's completely done. And I have so many ideas that we have like for pictures and a visualizer, because we're not going to spend money doing a music video on that one because we don't feel like that's like, I don't know. It could be a really strong song. That's the thing with songs. You're not too sure if they're going to be like hits or not. But for me, I love them. They're powerful songs. So I'd rather do a visualizer for them. So Anxiety Kills the Beautiful is one I really want to put out soon. And this is something I've been talking about is like, until we finish the other song, like we should put out these songs. But it's okay. Sometimes, you gotta wait. Patience is the key. But we also have another song that really speaks to me a lot because Sam helped me wrote the lyrics on it, and it's very metaphorically put together. Like, it's very universal, but it's also like, I know what exactly I wrote it about. And it was definitely towards me, what I personally went through. And it's called Me, Myself, and I. And that one, it's a very interesting song, but I love it so much. And then we also have another song called Prisoner. That one's like a big metal song too. But I don't know why we're not really like focusing on that one either. We're not really focusing on that one, but we should. But yeah, we're gonna work on the symphonic one a lot because we feel like that is a powerful song for you guys that you would really like. So I'm excited for it. It's just a little venting, I have to say. But another thing I wanted to talk about was we just literally got back from this leg of tour. We call it the Canada tour, but we call it that. No Way tour. That's what we called it. Because like whenever we start a leg of tour, we always have a new group chat and a new group chat name. And this one was No because in Canada they go yeah. So we had 2 shows in Canada and it was really fun. We played these shows before and it was great to see like familiar faces, and I think Toronto was a really good crowd. Yeah, I felt like they were more up and personal and they were more hyped up. But it was, this tour started crazy. Just having Paul back, it was like crazy. Like I was like getting my camera out ready to film. Like I don't know, we posted some stuff on Instagram on our story, so if you saw it, you saw it, and those are videos from me. But starting out this tour was already crazy because we got Rocklahoma. That's what I was trying to get to. So we it was crazy because one of the bands dropped out from Rocklahoma, and you know, our booking agent from TKO was like, hey yo, I'm gonna try to get you guys Rocklahoma because this band dropped out, and then we're like, oh, that's so cool. So Rocklahoma put a post saying, oh, vote for your band that you want to have play. And so a lot of our fans put Liliac all over Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. And then we had to wait like I think 3 days, literally like 2 days before the show, to get an answer. And I remember we were like, I was like, we were at home when we got the news, and I was like, I think I was talking to Abby, and then my dad's like, we got Rocklahoma, and I was like, woo! And then Paul was upset. He was like, oh. I'm like, why are you upset? This is a big show, and it's like the first show. He's like, I know, but because we had to reschedule 2 shows because we got Rocklahoma, so we had to reschedule 2 shows. And Paul was like, I have friends coming to these shows, and now I have to reschedule it. I don't know if they can come anymore. And then it was so funny because when we got to Rocklahoma, Paul got so hyped up. There was so many people, and he was so excited. I'm like, now look who's happy. And then he was like, you're right. I'm like, see, I told you. But yeah, it was an awesome experience, and it was so much fun. And it was really like awesome that we got picked to actually play there. And I was excited to actually see some of the bands. But before I get to that, this next part, we played on the stage. We didn't play on the main stage. We played on like the second stage. Renegades. Yeah, the Renegade stage. So it's the second biggest stage. And our show was at 2:00, and I felt like almost everybody at Rocklahoma came to our show to watch us. It was like 10,000 people. I kid you not. This is like the biggest crowd we've ever played in front of. And it's like, way to go for our first show starting the tour. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. This is really awesome. And what I was going to say was that we were lucky enough because we were the last band to play before it started raining. And it wasn't just light rain. It was like Code Red, heavy rain, lightning and thunder. So they had to stop all the shows, and a lot of bands that we wanted to see didn't get to play because of the rain. But we were lucky enough that we were the last band to play before it rained. So in a way, we're like, technically we opened up for Hailstorm and Evanescence and Avenged Sevenfold, and yeah, it was pretty cool. But I felt bad for the other bands because I wanted to see them. But I feel like Sam really wants to say something the next part, and it's really, really, really funny. So I'm gonna give the mic to Zach. Oh my gosh, Fox News, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, I do want to mention that when I was performing, I had some technical difficulties at Rocklahoma, which I was a little bit infuriated with, just because I wanted the show to go perfectly, which it did. The whole crowd loved it, and I guess they couldn't tell. Yeah, some of them were crowd surfing, and a lot of hands clapping and jumping and all that crazy stuff. But for me, like it was our first time doing wireless connection, like a guitar system, and it was perfect. The only issue was, I guess, my Kemper, the pedal board, for some reason was having it just shut off and it wouldn't work anymore. And I'm like, I don't get what's going on. I tried replugging stuff in and it was so annoying. So I had to like manually switch sounds with my finger, which was so annoying. But besides that, everything else was perfect. And then it was funny because we went to catering after the show and we got lunch, but that's when it started like raining really, really heavily and literally the floor began to flood. Yeah, and so I guess Mello saw these two guys with, I guess they borrowed trash bags.
They borrowed trash bags from the cafeteria or the kitchen, and they needed to go somewhere. And I remember my dad telling me like, "Oh, we need to get to this interview. We need to get to this interview, a Rocklahoma interview, because they interview each band." And then so I'm like, "Well, I saw these two guys with like trash bags, and they went out in the rain." And I was like, maybe we could do the same thing to get to that interview. So we all got trash bags, we poke a hole in it, we sticked our like faces out, and we're all wearing trash bags, and we were running outside. And we weren't supposed to be outside, but we didn't know, because we had no one to tell us what was going on. Like nobody knew what was going on, but like everybody was trying to stay inside. So we were trying to get to this interview place. So when this is what's so funny. So when we got there, I personally thought this was the people interviewing us from Rocklahoma, but we actually ended up on Fox News. Fox News actually interviewed us, and for some reason it didn't click. Like I thought it was like Rocklahoma, but it was actually Fox News talking about how the rainstorm is like is preventing shows and stuff like that, and they're saying, well, we got to meet up with one of the bands, and yes, they were wearing trash bags on their heads. And it was so funny because I felt like we just had a Spinal Tap moment, like all of us.
Like goofballs.
Yeah, we were, like, it was a serious matter, and we were all just making jokes. Because, like, we thought we were, like, having fun and stuff like that. Like, I literally thought, I didn't think it was Fox News, but it was Fox News. And we were all having, like, a Spinal Tap moment where it's, like, kind of like, what did the guy say? Like, oh, is this a part of your look?
Yeah.
With the trash bags? And you're like, no, but we should start wearing it and stuff like that. And then he was like, so what is your sound? And then I was like, oh, rock and roll. So yeah, it was funny. We made it on Fox News, and then we got to the actual interview, and I was just laughing so hard.
I'm just wondering what people at home, when they were watching the news, what they were thinking when they saw us just pop up acting like that. I don't know, it's just like funny.
Yeah, we were acting like goofballs. But then like the rain stopped and then hailstorm went on. Oh my gosh, it was such an awesome show to watch. I loved Hailstorm's performance, but I loved Evanescence. Like I just like loved their show.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love their show because of the songs, and I just like their songs a lot more than Hailstorm. Don't get me wrong, I love Hailstorm. And I love their performance. They're very exotic with like the movement and with like what they were doing. Like all of them got like tom drums. Like, they all started playing at the same time. It was really cool. Like they had a very energetic show. But Evanescence, I just felt like they really like took it off because like the crowd was like going crazy with and then maybe it could be because like, they haven't toured in forever, and then they started like a couple years ago. Coming back. And it's so funny because I'm like, Amy still looks like she wears stuff from like the 2010s, and I like that, yeah. I even took a video of her when she was walking past to get on stage. I'm like, Amy! Yeah.
It was so fun. And then me and Paul, we stuck around and we got to see Avenged Sevenfold, which it was cool because since we had the backstage passes, we were able to go up to areas that, people normally don't go. Yeah. So we were like up on the balcony and we were watching the stage from the side, and it was really, really cool. It was a surreal moment. And then some bands that we wish we could have seen but didn't was The Warning, and I did happen to come across Danny and Alejandra. And so I got to take a photo with them and chat with them for a little bit. They're really cool. But it was unfortunate that the rain had to start.
Yeah, we really wanted to check out their show.
But hopefully we can cross paths again in the near future. But yeah, and then after Rocklahoma, we ended up going, we had a few more shows and we ended up going to, Canada, and we got to see Niagara Falls for the first time.
And that was the highlight for me, like out of the Canada trip, that was the highlight for me. Rocklahoma was the American part of it. But Niagara Falls.
Yeah, so it was interesting because we did get to see both sides. We saw the US side, but we only saw it at night when they had the illumination and the fireworks show. And then on the Canada side, we were there during the day. We went to the Skylon Tower and saw the views from above. And then we went down and we roamed around all the way to the end of the falls. And then we went back again at night to see the fireworks show again on the Canada side. So we got so much great footage, and I did make like a little quick snippet or like a recap video of Niagara Falls. And I feel like the song that we played on the bus way too many times, which was like the song on the tour, was Symphony by what's her face, Zara or something.
Yeah, I just wanna be a part of your symphony. But it was so funny because Paul's like, we should make like a heavy metal version, just like, I just wanna be a part of your, you know. It was so funny because he was like, I just wanna be a part of your ding. It was funny, but yeah, having Paul around is fun. Man, there's like a crazy pillow fight in the back. I filmed it. You could go watch the video, dude. The Justin and Paul were like on top of each other. I thought like, go ahead.
Okay, listen. I was there first playing my Switch. Like, okay, so like I was sitting here, the TV was over there, and I was just wanting to play my game, right? And then like our Rody and Paul were like throwing pillars at each other, like covering the screen completely. I didn't even care about the pillow fight until they were like standing right in front of the screen. Then I jumped in to get them out of the way. And then that's when Paul just started obliterating me. But like,
It was so funny.
I was literally just trying to see the screen.
Yeah, it was so funny because Paul was like, boom, 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 over and over. And his glasses fell off so he couldn't see. He was like, boom. It was funny. He was like squinting and yeah, it was hilarious.
Someone earlier asked if we had bought any maple syrup.
Yes, we did buy maple syrup, and it's funny how everything in Canada is all maple and ketchup. We had ketchup chips. Yeah, Canadian people put ketchup on their ketchup. That's what they do. Yeah, that's how big ketchup is. And maple.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good, but
It was terrible. The ketchup chips are not good.
yeah, for Justin. But the thing was like, I couldn't really say why. Like, I couldn't really choose a favorite because I was sick, so I lost my sense of taste and smell. So I was just eating it. I'm like, yeah, it's good, but I couldn't really taste the flavor that well. Which, by the way, Paul got sick on tour first, so we blame him for getting everyone else sick. I got sick, and it was like during Canada, so some of the singing performance wasn't that great, at least for me, but because like being sick and singing, oh my gosh, it's so hard. But we still did it. Yeah, it was tough. Even now, I'm still recovering from some of it.
Yeah, so even though it seems like we had a lot of ups, there were some downs. This tour definitely was anticlimactic in that it started out great, but then it kind of ended really dramatically and badly. So what happened was when we were done with the shows, we were going to have an extra day on the 9th to go to New York City and just hang out there for a little bit, just to like tour around and meet up with some friends. But while we were on our way there, the bus started to stop, like really, like
It was smoking. The bus started to smoke up in the back, And then oil was spilling everywhere on the engine. And my dad's like, oh, I gotta pull over. I see smoke coming from the back of the bus. So he pulled over and checked, and there's like oil spilled everywhere on the engine. And we're like, this ruined our day. So we didn't get to go to New York. So we thought, okay, maybe this could be a quick fix. But there was a problem with the turbo. The turbo of the bus. And we can never say turbo the same anymore because of Papa Liliac. It was funny because our roadie pointed it out. He was saying the way that Papa Liliac says turbo, he says turbo. So ever since we're just saying something wrong with the turbo. Yeah, and there was something wrong with the turbo. One of the what was it, Dad? You said that went missing.
The blades or
The turbo had the propeller that
The propeller just flew out, and then we were stuck in Pennsylvania for Scranton, Pennsylvania, 2 nights. That was the most impatient I've ever felt.
Me too. I was so done. I was I just want to go home. We were just waiting and waiting and waiting for days, and we're just
That's the most we got annoyed at each other. Because we had nowhere to go. We were all stuck in the same place in the tiny little hotel room. And what did she say?
Scranton, Pennsylvania, ...
Yeah.
We can never do it the same anymore.
We're I like Scranton until we got stranded there. It's get out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. But yeah.
We couldn't find a rental.
Yeah, we couldn't find a rental. We wanted to find a rental.
Well, it was weird because at first we were going to do flights, but the airport in Scranton were way too pricey because they didn't have Spirit Airlines or anything affordable. And then the only cheap ones were in Philadelphia, but that was 2 to 3 hours away. So we're we were literally stuck. And then we were trying to find rental cars, but they weren't available. And we're just oh my goodness. So we had to wait another day to schedule for one. And finally we got it, I think, was it 2 days ago, right? And we started driving all the way to Pinehurst, North Carolina. We stayed there the night, and then we drove another 6 hours back to Atlanta. We dropped off the turbo.
Military style.
And then we finally made it home. But yeah, I found it funny how Paul was I'm out. Once we dropped him out, he's I'm done with
He's
it.
bye guys. Paul didn't even want to give me a hug. I was bro. And he was But no, yeah, he's nice. But he was done with all of us. Except for me. Because he said he liked me the best. He's I'm done with all of you. Because the day we left the hotel, half the boys were staying in one room, and then me, Sam, Mitzi was staying in the other room, and we're we got to get ready to go. And the boys were, I don't know, because I wasn't there, but Sam was saying that they knocked 3 times. They answered, but they weren't going anywhere. They weren't up and getting their stuff ready, So I thought they were still sleeping. So I went there and I banged on the door boom, I was boom, 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 boom. And then I left, and then Paul comes out of the door. He's what was that for? And then Mitzi was hold on. Mitzi was well, you guys are still sleeping and you need to get ready. And then Paul was we were up. And then Mitzi was well, you didn't let any of us know. And then Paul was well, what you did was uncalled for. And then Mitzi was you know what's uncalled for? Staying here another night. That's what's uncalled for. Yeah, it was so funny. And then Paul was telling me if it was anybody else but me banging on that door, he would have flipped. But because it was me, he was cool with it. Yeah. What? Go.
So, yeah, the bus is still in Pennsylvania, and we had to leave our luggages there, which,
and our equipment.
yeah, so most of our equipment and luggage is still on the bus. And speaking of which, I was going to do the same bit as last time with the Rise Up music video, where I wore the same outfit and pretended we just got back from the music video. But my outfit's on the bus, so I couldn't do it. I had to improvise.
I see. All right. Well, Ethan, you have anything to say?
I mean, I was thinking of things as we're talking, but now my mind goes blank.
Great.
You guys kept talking. It's not my fault. You guys just kept going.
Oh yeah. So we can talk about the day of the music video, since that's what we're here for, right? The Breathe music video.
So the Breathe music video, because you could tell my hair was different at the time, it was taken back in July or June, I can't remember, because it was the weekend after we shot Bad Boys. So we shot Bad Boys one weekend, and then the next weekend, I think we shot Bad Boys in June. So June, and then the next weekend in June, we shot
Click that.
we shot Breathe, the music video, so that's why my hair still pretty much was the same brown color, and I got to dye my hair blonde for the other leg of tour when Abby came along with us. And
Yeah, and so we went to Jekyll Island to go film the music video, and we were lucky enough to get Driftwood Beach. We got it locked in because we had to call and the city hall and make sure that it was all right for us to basically get a permission to film there. And it was nice because they let us do it for free, and it was just such a great scenery. We had to wake up really early in the morning and start setting everything up, but we had to be really conscious of the tides because it was low tide early in the morning, but as we were filming, the tide kept coming closer and closer to us, and luckily we got to film the band shots first. But it was funny because literally the spot where we had the band shots, the water literally went all the way. Yeah. So that's the moment when me and Melody did the scene where it was the battle between the violin and the flute, remember, on the bridge part of the song? And it was literally the same area where we had the band, but now there was just a lot of water. So it was really, really cool how that happened.
can I say that what was funny?
What was it?
It was funny because when we were shooting the music video, because what I saw is to put a little bit more movement to it, but the thing was people were walking around and we were playing the song through the iPhone because we didn't have the speaker because we put it away. We were playing the song through the iPhone, so me and Sam were just playing, and then people were just watching us, and it was just funny because I was the way I was sometimes moving was a bit interesting. I was dancing like a caveman, and I'm people are looking at me and just splashing the water. I'm yeah, some of the scenes I didn't use. I'm yeah, that didn't look good. In my mind, it looked great. But when I looked back at the video, it didn't look good. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that was funny. And then after we got done filming, we went to, I guess, was it Paul's aunt or grandma or something? I don't know. We went to one of their house and they had a pool. And the weather there was so bipolar. It started raining all of a sudden. And then something happened with the bus, didn't it?
Wait, for what are you guys?
No, the tire was not good. It was no good tire.
Blowout.
It was a blowout tire. The tire blew out twice.
It started,
Wow, so many issues.
So many issues.
It started raining while we were in the pool, and it was the coolest thing ever. It was so fun. Oh, Lilo was running around the pool. And she always does this, but she never learns. So she runs around the pool, and then she gets she scrapes her paws, and then starts bleeding. So I have to get paper towels and clean it up for her.
But we put her in the pool.
Yeah, she likes to swim. She's scared of swimming and swimming. It's weird.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it for story time. In the meantime, we'll do Q&A. So you guys, this is the moment for you to ask any questions, and we'll be here to answer them. So we have 4 platforms that we're doing the live stream on. We have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have Instagram and Facebook. So feel free to comment wherever you are at, and we're just gonna be looking at each one and see what we got. Can you make sure that TikTok is still going? Because I don't know. I don't see anyone commenting.
Which one's TikTok?
The white phone, blue.
White phone blue?
I can't wrap my brain around it. I can't wrap my brain. I can't wrap my brain around.
TikTok is so flashy.
Hey, can you read it?
I look at all the phones and then TikTok's flashy.
That thing you do, da 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 da, that thing you do.
We can't answer questions.
Milo, do the low voice.
What low voice? Huh?
The Tom's Diner.
Oh, Tom's Diner? Oh. I don't know all the lyrics. I know, but I don't know the lyrics that well, so I'll just do to where I remember. And he only fills it halfway before I even argue. He was looking out the window and somebody coming in.
Or TikTok.
Everyone seems to like the fact that we did in Jekyll Island,
Alright, so
which is interesting.
Are they making any like questions?
Well,
Read it.
there's some questions, I don't really know.
Read it.
What time is it?
What has been different for you touring after all these years and being on TV? I guess how has touring changed?
We're famous. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
On the original tour, we had to. Well, actually, the original tour kind of sucked because we were away from home for like 3 months.
Yeah.
It was a long tour, and we couldn't see home. And I was like only
I cried.
12, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. And we had that tour, and the crazy part is this was all in a van. We were cramped in a van. Now we have a bus and a trailer, so we're a lot more relaxed and we have bunks we can lay in and more freedom of space. But back then we had to just drive and stay cramped in the van, and then have hotels every night.
Rolling on the river, yeah. Rolling on the river.
Also, we have wireless now.
I'm a singer.
Okay, someone asked. I don't know if it's appropriate to ask, but like, when is the baby due?
The baby? What baby? I don't have a baby. I don't have a baby. You want me to say?
I don't know. Maybe Abby should say it.
It's due next year.
Okay.
You'll see when it comes. I am so excited to be an aunt though. Like I can't wait. Guess what, guys? I have proof, and I say this 100 times. I have proof I'm gonna be the baby's favorite aunt. Because I'll be the baby's only aunt. Blood aunt. There'll be another aunt.
Oh, I get it.
Jordan from New Zealand.
Oh.
Yeah, she's gonna be another aunt. Adopted aunt.
Or what do you call it? You know they have godfather, godmother,
I'm gonna be the godmother too.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanna be. I wanna be.
Every single time you say anything related to it.
Because I'm happy I got my voice back from being sick.
Alright, what are they saying, Justin? We need to hear the question.
So really bad.
What is it?
Let's set up a page for fans here in Brazil.
Brazil!
That does not answer the question.
Well, when do they want us to come to Brazil?
Brazil!
Are there any festivals that we could play at in Brazil, like Rio or São Paulo?
Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, Brazil!
Melody, your hair looks good.
Thanks.
Someone said they like that you change it.
Thank you.
What about my hair?
It's the same.
I know, but does it look good? Doesn't stop you from complimenting it.
Alright, what did I say?
Are you guys going on Discord at 4:30 for our Patreons?
Yeah.
Or yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Yes, sir.
What did they say about covering something Sweet Dreams by the what?
I don't know. Where do you see
Marilyn
it?
Manson.
Oh,
Sweet dreams are made of this.
Wait.
Who am I to disagree?
Marilyn Manson did
I
not write
travel
that.
the world in a seven seas. Everybody's looking for something.
Marilyn Manson did not write that.
You. Some of them want to be abused.
Marilyn Manson did not write that.
I know.
It was Eurythmics.
Yeah.
You didn't know that,
I
right?
did. What did they say, man? You guys are the new sound of this generation. It's amazing. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's
No
the
way.
band you wish that you could tour with that's famous?
Like right now,
Yeah.
Evanescence. I would
That
say
is-
Evanescence
Yeah.
because they're getting popular now. If we could do like a whole,
Always popular. I mean,
I know, but like they're regaining their popularity.
just because they're at Rocklahoma.
I don't know, Evanescence. I like it.
They
I
said they love the
really
new
like-
song.
I really like Cage the Elephant. So I'd probably choose that.
I'm trying to read other comments.
All by myself.
Molly,
No,
sing
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
I don't know how Celine Dion does it.
Alex Fraley says, "Do you like Avenged Sevenfold?"
Yeah.
Yes.
The answer is yes, but it does bring up something
Yes,
funny.
Okay.
You guys don't have to sing everything.
What do you want to?
So it brings up something funny because our merch lady would announce us on stage, and so she would tell us like you're spoiling it.
Oh.
So she would like say our accomplishments. So she'd say, "Oh, they went to Rocklahoma, opened up for Hailstorm, Evanescence," and she couldn't remember the name because it was her first time hearing it. So she would always say 7 Avengeful every time. So she's like, Liliac opened up for Hailstorm, Evanescence, and 7 Avengeful.
I was also curious as to how people, when they chant a band's name, it's usually 3 syllables, but Avenged Sevenfold had way too many, so I was curious how they would chant theirs. And I know they shorten it with A7X, but that's still too many syllables.
A7X.
But it wasn't.
A7X.
It wasn't. It was this. Sevenfold. Sevenfold.
Really?
Sevenfold. I was shocked to hear that. I was like, oh, so that's how they do it. I mean, for us, it's easy. Liliac, right? I don't know how they would do that.
How old is everyone now? Asks Jade. Wait, is that DJ?
Justin is 16.
Mello is 22.
Ethan is 18.
Samuel is 25.
What are they saying? Bad dreams? Bad dreams.
I just realized I'm the only underage member.
You're also old now. Oh.
What does that mean? That I'm underage. I mean the only underage member.
Samuel, your solo in PA was crazy between songs. Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Uh,
So now when people say Liliac are kids, I'm the only one who's accurate.
cringe.
Cringe. Why do you read that?
Is that what it says?
Somebody said
talking about?
Oh, never mind.
Lose Control by Teddy Swims.
Who said that?
That was you. You
No,
said
it says right here.
I lose control. trouble when you're not next to me. You will be breaking the heart, baby. You make the best of me. I don't remember the lyrics, but yeah, I want to sing that song.
How do you like the cold?
I also like Hammer to the Heart.
How do you like cordless microphone? What? How do you like wireless?
Oh, I love wireless. I can move around easier. I can move around easier. And I don't know. I just let the mic that we have for the wireless is so good and like it's so crisp. I can hear all my little mistakes. So it's like, oh, so it's gonna like help me teach certain things live. You know, I really like the wireless mic a lot. It's a powerful mic. So I want to design it and put some like gems on it and like make it sparkly and yeah.
Yeah, I also enjoy going wireless. I think it was a really great decision. Yeah. And first of all, because you have more freedom on stage, you can move around everywhere. And then also, you know, you don't trip on wires and stuff. And it was also right.
Things don't get tangled.
Right, and I think there was 2 shows where I actually, on Carousel, I went out into the audience, which was, you know, pretty spontaneous. I was not planning it. It just happened to, like...
Were people going crazy?
Yeah, well, it was funny because I would be in the middle and then everyone would, like, circle around me. And I would just be, like, on my knees, just, like, playing whatever.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And everyone was just, like, filming me like this.
Who does your videos?
Oh, so all the videos you see that are like on our social media, YouTube, like the music videos and everything are edited by
Sam.
Yeah, by me.
All right, so
I don't want to take credit, but
Lisa Williams says
who is it?
Exactly.
Who it is?
Lisa Williams says most talented kids I know, and by process of elimination, that means that she's saying I'm the most talented. So, just saying. Secondly, someone David T asked, how did you guys decide upon the name for Liliac? And since we've answered that so many times, I'm gonna try to speedrun it.
Okay.
We're at Downey Music Center, and the manager was helping us come up with the name, and then we were thinking of the Aussie biting the bat, and then we asked our dad, how do you say that in Romania, and then he said Liliac.
That was funny. I just want to say.
Oh wait, Jimmy Bullard said that you don't make any mistakes, Mom.
I'm sorry. The only one who doesn't make mistakes is Jesus. He's the way, the truth, and life. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Yeah. But just saying.
Netache?
I was going to say, I was laughing so hard when Justin was saying, I wasn't laughing so hard, but I was laughing because Justin's voice is so monotone when he speaks. He talks like, you know what I mean? It's very monotone, so I was laughing how he told the story. But, yeah.
What are they asking, y'all? I can't see.
Deep in the night, I need your light. I'm lost without it, so.
No.
It's just I can't reach that note. So lost. It's very deep, so lost. And every time I try to live my life without it, I'm lost, so lost. But yeah. What else? I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So I want to make a rundown. A recap. Tour was awesome. Rocklahoma, Canada A. Came back with the downfall. The bus is on in Pennsylvania. And then we also have like 2 more shows coming up. October. Woodstock, Georgia. And Richmond, Virginia. And then we have a 2025 tour coming up. We announced it's with Amber Wild.
Paul Stanley's son band.
Yeah, so he'll be touring with us. It's going to be super exciting. And then we have the Monsters of Rock cruise. So we'll be back on the cruise. And I want to take my cousin JoJo with me.
We did it last time.
I know. That's why I want him back. He's so funny. I love him. But,
We're going straight from tour there, so I don't know if you can.
oh,
How are we gonna pick him up? Because we're going.
unless he flies to the show. Okay. And what I was saying was, 2025 tour, and then recap on our new music video release, Breathe, go watch it. It's out on YouTube. Share it to all your friends. It was filmed at Jackal Island. It's a great, big metal song with the crazy violin and flute parts. And yeah, listen to it on every musical platform, because soon we'll be playing that one live as well. Okay, so that's the rundown for today.
Someone keeps asking what happened to Abigail. Right now she's on maternity leave because she's having a baby.
A baby!
So yeah. But again, just to reiterate, Breathe is out. After this live stream, please go watch it. Click the link to share it on and repost it on your social media, like if it's on an Instagram story or a Facebook post, anything that could help spread the word. We would really, really appreciate the support. Also, if you're on TikTok, I'm talking to y'all, we have the sound on TikTok as well, so you can use it whenever you create some content. You can create like a trending, I don't know, some sort of, I wouldn't say dance, but like whatever you want to use our sound with, feel free to do so. And then also add it to your Spotify playlist or Apple Music playlist. Just by doing that, it helps the algorithm reach out to more and more people. So we would really appreciate all of y'all to participate in helping us spread this song out and reach newer audiences. So thank you guys for being such dedicated fans to us. We appreciate you all. And I guess that concludes this live stream. So everyone, thank you. Have a great day, and
God bless you, and rock on.
and rock hard.
Bye. Bye. We back in Georgia.
Alright, each one of us has to do a different one. I'll do TikTok.
Do you want me to share it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, share.
Wait, I'll do the last one.
Who's this? Your
why isn't it?
YouTube. Okay. Bye everyone. It was nice knowing you.